Alright, y'all, I'm out here on a rainy day, y'all, about to disconnect this transmission from this motor that I have. It goes on a Jeep Cherokee. Oops. It goes on a Jeep Cherokee. Matter of fact, it goes on a Jeep Cherokee that I drive. I'm going to use it on one that I drive. This one right here. It's the 4.0 liter V6 XJ. And basically I'm having a problem with the transmission slipping in the Jeep. Right? It only slips going up hills. It does pretty good, but it's starting to get worse. And I got one of the strongest transmissions that Jeep has, and I've already took the serial number and everything off of it. Right here. Yeah. And there's also a plate that you can also get the number off of. Let me show you that plate real quick. I'm sorry for this noise. I got these things that I keep stepping on. But the plate is down under here somewhere. I'll show it to you before I'll show you the plate before the video's over. There's a plate. Yeah, right there. You can take the information off that plate and match yours up. So I've had it sitting back here for a long time, and basically it's time to, the motor's doing fine, but I'm going to take the transmission apart. And the reason I wanted to show you the video is because I got this star key. It's going to take the star key. I've already loosened one of them, and there go the star key bit right there. And I just have to get all this stuff off. And you guys are going to be here to watch me get it off. And I'm going to show you how to disconnect the transmission from the motor. So when you take it to the shop, the goal is they don't charge you an arm and a leg, because you've already, and it makes it easier to transport, you know, if you're not getting them both in at the same time. So here we go. Get this transmission off. Alright, so all I got right now, that's that plate I was telling you about. See if we can get a good look at that plate. That's what I got. 418/80 AC 5210 3043 LE. It hasn't cracked loose yet, the whole transmission, but I'm working on it. And then I'll see if I can get somebody to put this thing in for me. So I'm dealing with this one right here, so I can't hold the camera and do it at the same time, but hopefully we'll get it off after this. Alright, I had one last little thing to take off, and that was the I got in trouble on one of my videos trying to name this piece, but that's the transmission position sensor, or whatever it is, I think. So, alright, so now I'm working my way around. At first I didn't think it wanted to come off, but then lo and behold, it started moving off. I got some bolts that didn't come all the way out, but they're loose. We'll see if that's what's holding it up. It doesn't appear to be. Alright, I think that the transmission mount has got me snagged. I see where the transmission housing is bolted to the, it's welded to the frame of the muffler, so I'm not going to cut that off because of someone, if I sell this motor, it's all the way hooked up to the exhaust right there, and then somebody cut the pipe to the exhaust right here, so they'll have to put a piece on to get a muffler going on this thing. And I'm just going to see if I can take them 2 bolts off, see if I have any luck there. Move a couple tools out of my way. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can get it off. Still seems like something's holding on to it here. I don't know what can be holding on to it now. I got everything off. Now I'll just move it a little bit to the side, so it should be ready to go in the new home soon, which is in the truck. There we go. She's out of there. Alright, y'all, remember when I disconnected my transmission from my motor here, right? Okay. I forgot to take the piece off there for the this piece. I forget what they call it, but that's the I believe it's the converter or the pump or whatever helps to switch gears on the transmission. Alright, so I got the bolt down there. I don't know if you can see the bolt, but this is the tool I'm using, and I'm just going in here and turning the bolt. And that's basically it. Got 4 bolts I got to get out, and then I'll have it disconnected from the firewheel. And I'm taking a screwdriver, and I'm basically putting the screwdriver here and turning it with these teeth. I've already disconnected the transmission, so I don't have the transmission to really, even if it holds up doing this, because see, that's cracking right there. I turned it some. I don't know how much further I'm going to be able to turn it if this breaks off, but I'm doing the best I can, so we'll see how it goes. Alright. Okay, so I figured out a way to get the bolts out. That's one bolt. They're kind of short, so that's good. Using this tool, I'm using the 1932 side. I don't know if you can see that, but using 1932. And over here, I figured out a way to keep this piece that I have, because that lip was getting ready to break. So I just decided to put an Allen key in there, something I could bear down on, and try not to break my teeth on this motor here. It's gonna take forever, but y'all get the point. I guess the motor's not locked up because it's moving pretty good. Let me see the front. See where it's moving at. Okay, it's moving, excuse me. It's moving on that belt right there. See, I'm sitting on that tire. See, it's kind of moving right there. Well, I can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but when I move it, it's moving just the slightest. So I was concerned if this motor was even worth 5 cents, but it seems to be okay. I'm moving a little faster now, so hadn't been moved in long since Skippy was a puppy. Eventually I'm going to put this motor in this truck. I don't know when, you know, but eventually. Alright, so I'm just working around. Hopefully I ain't got to do it no time soon. I got to worry about this transmission first. Get this in. And then I'll get to that other second bolt or whatever. I've pulled the transmission off of here, off the motor, and slid it into here and attached the bolts. The transmission is now ready for installation. Just hold on to it when you get to that last bolt to make sure that you don't just cleanly take the bolt out and it just drop and bang and fall into this pipe. I actually was holding it while I was loosening up. I was holding on to the end of that piece that goes in here. Then I kind of lowered it down with one hand until I could free up the second hand to put it down. I rocked it a little bit to see how loose it was, but I don't think that did anything. It didn't drop. Because that's one of the things they warned me about, you know, don't ruin that pump. So I think it's good. And I found out the motor turns over well. So whenever I have a problem with the motor, I'm going to ride it till the wheels fall off. Or get a car payment. Not. That's exactly why I'm doing this. It's Grind Time Media. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. And please like and subscribe so I can help grow this channel.